Hi guys, morning. It's 11:08 a.m. Obviously, Southwest UK near Bristol, and I'm just letting everyone know that we're live. Let's have a look. Let's make sure you all know. The name's Louis. We're defending Elvis Presley. Do you know what? I haven't decided what we're gonna do yet. I may read a chapter, or I don't know. We'll see. Let's just try a few different things. Let me just make sure you guys all know. So I've just watched the Amy Winehouse film on Amy Winehouse on Netflix. I thought it was quite good. It's a very, very long film. Have any of you watched it, Amy Winehouse? We've got our coffee, guys. Good morning. Now, if you're waking up later in America, morning to you. I know most of you, it's the middle of the night. But obviously, we have people around the UK, around the world, in Canada, Australia, wherever you are, in any country, we love you. So how is everyone? Hi, Elaine. Hi, Emily in Melbourne, Australia. We are beaming around the world. I'll just do you know what? At this time of the day, we don't normally get that many on because many of you are asleep. We'll soon find out. Hi, Vibex. Thanks for your lovely message that you posted on YouTube. Kelly Dan, how are you? Morning to you. So I woke up with a song in my mind, so I'm going to play it now. I think we're going to wing it a bit this morning. I haven't decided if I want to do any specific topic. What I did want to do is play a couple of songs, some video clips. I don't want to get all serious. I'm not sure if I'm wide enough awake to do. Obviously, we're due to do chapter. Let's have a look. Where are we? Chapter 9, which is called A Fastian Bargain on Child Right. I may do it. I'm going to just wake myself up chatting with you guys. And I hope, if you don't mind, I'm going to, obviously I have my other book here. I'm going to, let me just move my coffee. Let's just move this over. I did want to respond quickly to a comment. I think it was Regina, and it was like, the comment was, I don't want an apology from Priscilla. So, guys, can I just ask you, do you want an apology from Priscilla? Because Regina's, I'm guessing her attitude is, I don't care what Priscilla says. I hate her, can't stand her. She's been horrible. Her apology means nothing to me. Do any of you feel that way? Let's be honest, guys. How many of you just feel that, no, I'm not asking if she will ever apologize. I'm saying how many of you don't want an apology? Just don't, are not interested. She's done enough damage. She's crossed the line. She's been hurtful and horrible to Elvis and Riley and Keough and Lisa, and you're just not interested. Honestly, be honest with me, guys. I'm just checking out. So anyone that wants an apology, say yes. Anyone that doesn't want an apology, say no. I'm just going to get an idea, and then I'll go on. Hi, Jane. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Linda. So Elaine wants an apology. Thank you, Elaine. I just want to thank Elaine because she does send me some brilliant information, and I do appreciate it, Elaine. So Emily does want an apology. Vibex does want an apology. Linda does want an apology. Sue says she would wonder if there was a sly reason. Hi, Satlin. Satlin, we're just asking, do you want an apology from Priscilla or do you not care? Are you like, I'm not fussed? The apology, right, Colleen. Hi, Colleen. The apology she needs to give is to the people that are no longer here. I understand that, but I don't agree with it. And I'll tell you why. Because there are millions of fans around the world that feel that Elvis is deserved a public apology. So I understand what you mean. I do get your point. Karen, Priscilla never looked Elvis. She is greedy. That is no, I don't want an apology. Thank Karen. Thank you for, I want people to just tell it how it is. Yeah. Satnin, yes, wants an apology. Or, oh no, is Satnin, do you want an apology or do you agree with Karen's comment? Kelly Dan, it would be a start, but I'd love to hear her admit all her wrongdoing. Yes, Kelly. I would love, see, that's what I want. The admission of all the different wrongdoings. I would love that. That would make my day. To me, that would be a blockbuster. That would be a game changer. So, yeah. Anyway, hi, Joe Man. Hope you're well, Joe Man. Right, I just want to say this, guys. So, Regina, I think her name is. Hi, Regina. If you ever watch this, I'm not sure if you're on. I don't think you are. If you ever join our lives, and you're very welcome. I completely understand that you're angry and upset, and to a point where an apology from Priscilla means nothing to you. I get it. Some of you hate Priscilla. I understand. Yeah. But I fully disagree with Regina. Anyone that doesn't want an apology from Regina, even though I understand, I disagree. And I'll tell you why, guys. Because we are defending Elvis Presley. That is what we are. That is what we've become. We've only been it for 4 months. Team Elvis and myself, this small movement that is growing, that want to shout from the rooftops, from the top of the mountains. We want to shout out, Elvis deserves an apology. Elvis needs to be defended. So as soon as you say, I don't want an apology from Priscilla, you're closing the door. You're closing the door. Now, the reason I want an apology from Priscilla, a public apology. I'd like her to sit with us and discuss it with us so that we can get a heartfelt apology out of her. It's because I actually believe that if we manage to get some form of apology from Priscilla, some form of admission of wrongdoing, I think if this went around the world, which is possible, guys, I only have to go on one news program and Priscilla admitting wrongdoing, admitting that everything that went wrong between her and Elvis or Lisa Marie or Riley Keough was her fault. That would go around the whole world and people would start to see Elvis differently. The reason it's very hard to change people's minds about Elvis, all the negative lies, the horrible portrayal that Elvis gets from, I would say, millions of people, mostly non-fans, maybe Priscilla fans, no offense to the Priscilla fans. But I honestly think that Priscilla, if she became public and said to me, to the news, to Piers Morgan, Sky News, ABC News, any country in the world, I honestly believe the whole world would start to see Elvis differently. Because this is how I see it, guys. So everyone loves Elvis. Everyone talks about how beautiful his music is, how beautiful he was, how he went from rags to riches, his super success at the 68 comeback special, his massive success in Vegas. We also know about his untimely death because of his chronic health problems and his medication problems. I just think that story needs to change because if Elvis is always the bad guy, but we only bring up the fact that he was a beautiful singer, a very gifted man, a very talented man, a beautiful looking man, a very charming, loving, caring, giving, kind, good-hearted, charismatic man. We can say all that all day long. But if there's always an underlying thing, oh, Elvis mistreated Priscilla. Elvis was unfaithful and abused Priscilla. Elvis liked underage girls. If we've got all this, Elvis was a groomer. Elvis was a controller, or maybe even a rapist. If we have to live with that, I don't think we do Elvis justice by sort of accepting the good and accepting the bad. So I do want an apology because I don't accept the bad. I don't want for the next 100 years that people see the good and the bad. They see the dark side, the non-dark side. I want on the record from Priscilla, who was very close to Elvis, who married him for a short period of time. On the record, Priscilla Presley, who really is Priscilla Bulow, saying, do you know what? I also mistreated Elvis. Elvis was not a paedophile. Elvis didn't try and groom me because I dressed myself. Elvis didn't control me because I had loads of freedom when I was at Graceland and in California, and I had my own car and I could do whatever I wanted. Oh, do you know what? I shouldn't have put Lisa Marie into Scientology when she was 11 or 12 and said, take care of her. I shouldn't have squandered tens of millions of dollars with Barry Siegel secretly. I shouldn't have sold off Elvis Presley Enterprises to Bill Bob Silliman, wherever it is, Bob Silliman, early 2000. I shouldn't have, when Lisa Marie passed away, pursued the film Priscilla, Sofia Coppola's film. I shouldn't have gone against Lisa Marie's wishes when she died, that she wanted Riley Keough and the twins to be the trustees of Graceland. Yeah, I could go on. I shouldn't have got involved with the Priscilla film. This is what we want, guys. These are all the little things we want. So when someone messages me now, which they've just done on our Facebook 24/7 chat messenger, by the way, please join it, guys, if you're new. We want an apology. We have to take away the anger, because the angry, hateful side of us, the side of us that cannot forgive, that cannot calm down, yeah, we have to put that to a side. We have to put it to the side. We are trying to do a global thing. It's more than, oh, I'm upset, I'm angry, I ain't going to let her say sorry to me. We have to, I don't, no insult to anyone, by the way. I say that respectively. No. Forget ourselves, our personal annoyance, our personal, we can like, our claws coming out, Priscilla, yeah? We need to put that to one side, guys. There's a bigger picture here. We're trying to change the world. We are trying, for Elvis, for Lisa, for Benjamin, we are trying to get the world to understand that what and how Elvis has been treated for over 40 years. I would say over 50 years, because they were saying bad things about him in the 50s. We're trying to get the whole world to say, oh, maybe we're wrong. Maybe the lies that we were spoon-fed for the last 50 years are lies. Maybe we've been, in England, we led down the garden path. That's what we'd say in England. Oh, maybe Elvis wasn't the man that has been portrayed, his image, his reputation. Maybe the last 50 years of the negative comments, negative documentaries, films, biographies, interviews, maybe a lot of it isn't true. And maybe Elvis was a much more decent, greater man than we think. Because at the moment, we just think, yeah, he was a good singer from the old days, but he also was a pervert. So you get me, guys? Elvis was no pervert. Elvis was no pervert. Elvis is, in my opinion, and I won't say he's perfect, far from it. He made mistakes. He was no angel. Yes, sometimes he could be unfaithful. That doesn't make him an evil person. It doesn't take away the good that he did for the world, how good he was as a human being, how much he changed the world. Yeah, we were talking about the Beatles yesterday. John Lennon was in the 50s, wanted to be in a band, in a group, to be like Elvis. How many other bands and groups and singers wanted to be like Elvis? If Elvis didn't exist, how different would the world have been in the 50s and 60s and 70s? There's so many people out there that their whole existence was changed because of Elvis. And then when they became famous in their own right, bands and actors and singers, it changed the world. So Elvis came along, changed the world. Then his influence came along, and many others changed the world. So yeah, I want an apology. I want an apology, guys, because that will be the beginning of retelling the world how amazing and massive and phenomenal Elvis was, and that he does deserve an apology, so the general public can see the real Elvis, the true Elvis, not the warped rubbish, burger eating, druggy pedo. Come on, guys. All of those things are complete rubbish. So yeah, I want an apology, guys. And I'm going to put my feelings to one side. I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to be hateful and call her names, which other people do. And I don't like it, because I don't think that's how we should. We have a job to do. We have a job to do as Elvis defenders, Team Elvis, defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. And our job isn't to hate, isn't to be angry and nasty and bitter, say evil things, take the piss. In England, taking the piss. We're not here to call Priscilla loads of names and blame her for every single bad thing that ever happened to Elvis, because that's ridiculous. Everything wasn't Priscilla's fault. Elvis did make mistakes. We're here to defend Elvis and get the truth out, whether it be against the Memphis Mafia or whether it be against Priscilla or anyone. We're just here to get the truth out. So yeah, I want an apology. I'm going to play this and top up my coffee, guys. When I come, we will play another one, guys. But so I know I'm lecturing a bit today, guys. I'm going to read your comments. Now, what I'm going to spend talking about over the next few minutes is trying to make you understand. And I don't mean to talk down to you. I'm fully respectful of every one of you, and I take every one of you very seriously. But somehow we have to find a way to put our feelings to one side, our emotions, our anger, so we can hopefully make a difference. And I'm going to read your comments and you'll start to understand what I mean. So let's start reading the comments. So we've got, Kelly, Vivek replies to Kelly Dan and says, that would be great, but I don't think she would do that. I would have to be honest, an open apology for me to trust it. She's hurt so many. Let me just read that again. This is Sue. It would have to be an honest, open apology. Right, again, I got it. To trust it, because she has hurt so many. Yes. Fully agree. Open, honest, on TV, in front of Piers Morgan, on ABC News, around the world, a real open public apology. That's what we want. Right, Karen. She will never apologize unless she is paid. I understand your point, but Karen, we have to believe that we're going to get an apology from Priscilla. We have to believe. Otherwise, why are we here? If we don't think that we can break through, if we don't think that we can push for change. Yeah, make someone do something that they refuse to do. Achieve the impossible. We're wasting our time, guys. We are defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. We're only going to get it by pushing for what everyone thinks we can't get. I truly believe that we can bring Priscilla to the table and apologize some of her wrongdoing. Meet her in the middle. Surely, secretly, deep down, she wants to apologize. She doesn't like being hated so much because she gets a lot of hate. We know it, guys. We see it all the time, every day on all the Elvis channels. She is getting continuous hate. I know that she also gets the Priscilla fans that absolutely adore her, but the level of hate she gets is intense. Surely deep down in her heart, she wants to change that. Surely. Now, we know that Priscilla never admits wrongdoing, ever. She knows that as well. She knows it, yeah? That she has basically never admitted anything. A couple of little things in the books, but on an interview, almost nothing. Almost nothing. I think she may have admitted a couple of little things with Barbara Walters and a few of the other interviewers to do with Mike Stone. I don't think she's ever mentioned Steve Peck, ever. Yeah? In the book, yeah. But, my God, the dogs are barking their heads off. So, no. Right. Is that the postman? Oh, yeah, that's it. Just 1 second, guys. Yasmin, who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's my brother. Right. I'm just finishing up a live. So you go and have tea. I'll be finished. Yeah, Rose comes to get her car. Okay, well, carry on doing it then. All right, bye. Right. Sorry, that's my brother bringing his daughter to get his car. So what is? I've only just started. All right. So let's have a look. Hello, Louis. Hello, everyone. Lovely to see you all. So glad I've caught this live from the start. Helen, how are you? Nova, I totally agree. That would never happen. Again, Kelly Dan, no, it's going to happen. Let me tell you a short story about me. A short story. I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about what our mission is here, our movement to defend Elvis Presley. I was a bit naughty at school. I left school when I was 15. My headmaster told me that I was a waste of space, told me that I would never amount to anything. This is in the 80s, yeah? Many times I was told that I was thick, I was stupid. That includes from my own father. Many teachers told me that I was a waste of time and that basically I was a loser, yeah? So I left school at 15 and my life wasn't going well. I had no money, no education. I failed all my exams. But I had an inner belief in me. I had an inner thing in me that wanted to get into business. Now, my first business was like a car boot sale. Do any of you guys know what a car boot sale is? Do you have that in America? Obviously, in England, you have it. It was a bric-a-brac shop. I was 19 years old. Now, I always had this inner belief that one day I could do well in business. With my twin brother, yeah? And by the time I was in my early 20s, with my twin brother, we had become very wealthy, very successful. We had bought many properties. We had 5 businesses. Now, this is someone who left school, who was told that he was going to amount to nothing, that he was a loser and stupid and thick and a waste of time. So the reason I mention that to you guys, yeah, I retired when I was 46. Now, the reason I mention that to you guys isn't to boast about me and how great I am, yeah? Let me just show you. I've got a pic. I might have an old picture of here of my first ever business. It's a bit blurry. Let's have a look. You can't really. Let's have a look. Let me just try and. Let me try and show you. I've got a very, very old picture of me in my market, like a little market stall selling gifts and souvenirs. Let me just try and. The quality. The reason I'm trying to show you this is to show you that the impossible is possible. You can just about see me there. I'm 19 years old. In the background, I'm selling pictures, brass souvenirs, figurines, statues, and it was a bric-a-brac shop. Yeah, 19 years old. Now, remember, I was told by my school teachers, headmaster, and many other people that I was a loser. No, this is my point, guys. When you guys say to me, she'll never apologize, you're not helping. You're not helping. We have to believe that we can make change. We have to believe that change is possible, that maybe Priscilla will come to the table. Do you know what? If we don't get Priscilla to the table, yeah, maybe we can get other Elvis YouTube channels to also be defending Elvis so that we can grow. So the whole defending Elvis movement can get bigger and bigger and bigger. I hope I'm right, but I have a feeling that the defending Elvis thing is growing even outside of our channel. Forget our channel. Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. I think the defending Elvis movement is gaining ground around the world with other channels, with people like Ginger Alden, Mindy Miller. I'm hoping Linda Thompson will jump in. I think we're getting people, maybe even Joe Weishanker, maybe even Jack Sodom, seeing that there's a movement growing of Elvis defenders. So, guys, when you lot say she'll never apologize, I don't agree. I see a change. Yeah, I can see in my heart, in my mind, it is possible. Something, we may have a breakthrough. Now, do I think we're going to have a breakthrough in the next couple of weeks? No. How long is it going to take? I think it's possible that we could make a breakthrough in months. Yeah, guys, I think we can make a breakthrough in months. It wouldn't surprise me if someone out of the blue messaged me and said, look, we've heard about your movement with Team Elvis. Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. We're very interested. Can we talk to you about it? Why not? Why not? I'll tell you now, if I didn't have this Elvis Defending Elvis channel and I'm just an Elvis fan, or if I'm just the general public and not even an Elvis fan, if it came up on the news, oh, look, Louis, Team Elvis are defending Elvis or saying that many of the things said about Elvis is a lie, I'd watch it. Would you? Would you watch it? Seriously, guys. If I was like, oh, look, who's that Louis guy? He's got Team Elvis with him. And, oh, they're starting to tell the world that actually a lot of the things that have been said about Elvis for the last 40 odd years are lies. Oh, look, Louis on TV, on the news. It's starting to come out now that many of the things in this book were not correct, that were lied. Oh, did you know that that book was only written by one person 7 years after Elvis died? From Priscilla Presley. She wrote this book from her point of view. Did you know that? You get what I'm saying, guys? It's interesting. Our Defending Elvis Presley movement channel is interesting. And I think if any tabloid or TV news company or magazine or big YouTube channel picked up on what we're doing, I think that'd be very interesting to the public. I think the public would like raise an eyebrow and go, that's actually quite interesting. Yeah? Like at the moment, anything Elvis is interesting. There's been some recent things, hasn't there? There's been like the Graceland scammer. Look how the whole world is interested in the Graceland scammer because people care about Elvis. They care about Graceland, whether they know it or not. When it was possible that a scammer was going to sell Graceland, the whole world watched. We all watched, didn't we? Even my family found it interesting, and they're not Elvis fans. Anything Elvis is still headline news. It's still interesting. Even the Bridget Cruz lawsuit with Priscilla to do with the jets and the jacket is headline news. Why is it headline news? Because people are still very interested in Elvis, very interested. So why would it not be headline news if defending Elvis Presley, Louis, yeah, who wants to defend Elvis, and Lisa Marie, even Benjamin, and be there for Riley Keough, be there for the twins, Finley and Harper. Why isn't it interesting? Why couldn't that be headline news? Could you imagine? Oh, look, defending Elvis Presley is going to be, and Louis are going to be on TV interviewing Priscilla Presley. Could you imagine this? Oh, defending Elvis Presley, Louis is going to be on TV news with Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is interviewing Louis. It's possible, guys. Is that too much of a stretch? Is it? We could do it. We could do it, guys. I believe we could do it. I believe we could become a worldwide phenomenon defending Elvis, and that Elvis's image and reputation can be transformed. So it isn't 50% bad stuff, 50% good stuff. It's all good. Yeah, I really believe it. And this could lead on to making movies that tell the truth, writing books that tell the truth, documentaries that tell the truth, documentaries, biographies, a proper movie done by someone who wants to tell the truth, not a silly movie like this, Sofia Coppola's movie, which just copied lines, copied this. That was Sofia Coppola's biggest mistake, was copying this book, because the fans that would go and watch the film, Sofia Coppola, didn't want to watch a copy of this book, which many of us now know is a rewriting of history, just a bunch of lies. You get it, guys? The reason Priscilla, the film, was such a flop was because it was no different than anything we've heard for the last 50 years. If I spoke to Sofia Coppola now, I'd say to her, why make a film and just say what we've heard a million times? Who wants to do that? Who wants to go to a movie? Yes, it's what do you call it? A biopic, whatever you want to call it, and watch a movie and the storyline is exactly the same as the storyline we were told in 1985. Who wants to do that? Nobody. It's boring. The reason Baz Luhrmann's film was so successful, Elvis, which I'm not 100% mad about that film. There's certain bits in that film I don't like, but it was different. It was different. I know it followed a similar storyline because he had to keep Priscilla happy, because Baz Luhrmann felt that he needed to keep Priscilla and Lisa on side to guarantee the success of the film, but it was still something different. Yeah. Austin Butler really wanted to come across and play a true version of Elvis, his truth. We know he rehearsed for 2 years, and he really wanted to play Elvis, even though he looked nothing like him. But I really like Austin Butler. I love him. He's a beautiful person. And even though he didn't look like him, he really did capture Elvis's spirit. I believe that. So I'll carry on read your comments, guys. My point is, I know I'm waffling on, but we do have to, when you guys messaged me saying, I don't think he's going to apologize, we need to get on the right page, guys. If we're going to make a difference, we need to put our feelings to one side, our anger, our bitterness, our hate, and we have a job to do. We have a mission to complete. We have a movement that is growing, and we know it's growing, guys. Come on, Ginger Alden, Elvis's last girlfriend, has proudly boasted about our channel. Mindy Miller has joined us. We have spoken to 2 of Elvis's girlfriends already, and it's been 4 months. 4 months. Look at the other comments we're getting from different YouTube channels. Look how we've grown in such a short time. 4 months, guys. Louis in his lounge, in his kitchen with his dogs barking, with his stupid vest on. Imagine what it's going to be like in a year, 2 years. Guys, we can make a difference. Right. So please don't tell me that she'll never apologize. Tell me, how are we going to do it? How are we going to bring Priscilla to the table? How are we going to get Piers Morgan to listen to us? They're only going to listen to us if we've got something to say. If we want to sit here and call people names and be angry and bitter and blame every single wrongdoing that has ever happened to Elvis on Priscilla, we ain't getting nowhere. We need to find a middle ground where we can come together and talk. Then we might have a chance, guys. And until that happens, we ain't got a chance. Right, okay, let's just read some of your comments, guys. Now, no offense to anybody that says they think that she won't ever apologize. I'm not trying to offend you. I show you total respect. I'm trying to get you to see things differently. See things differently. I'm a doer. I achieve things. I was like that when I was 15 years old. I do the impossible. I have done many times. Right. Right. Elaine says she wants to get paid for it. And I understand that, Elaine, but that if we keep the pressure on, she may not do it for money. She may do it to try and get some kind of forgiveness and support. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Right, let's scroll down to some... a public apology on a mainstream TV show admitting that she lied, or even if she embellished her stories about Elvis. Yes, Colleen, that's what we want. Yes. Hello, Lorraine. Everybody, Lou, you're doing a great job. The videos are great. I share them on Facebook, defending Elvis and Lisa. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. Right. That is so, Helen. That is not going to happen, Louis. In Priscilla's eyes, she can do no wrong. You're not helping, Helen. You're not helping. Come on, Helen. You need to trust me. Put some belief in me. I'm telling you, we can get an apology. I'm telling you, I promise you, I will do everything I can to jog something, to create a rift. Yeah? We're going to, how can I say it? We're going to create our own little earthquake. I feel it. I feel it coming. Right. So, Elaine, I don't use my social media that much these days, just now and again, and see if I have been somewhere or remembering a family member. Thank you for sharing, Lorraine. Let's have a look. Elaine, you don't use your social media? Are you serious? Let's have a look. Karen, I defend Elvis and Lisa and his grandchildren. Priscilla is an ex. She is nothing. She needs to go away. She is horrible. I'd never believe a word she says. Karen, that ain't going to help us. We can all shout it all out. Oh, yeah, you know, she needs to go. Well, she's horrible. And she was his ex. She was never his widow. Come on. We've heard it 1,000 times. We've heard it 1,000,000 times. That comment, no offense, Karen, that comment, being hateful, being angry, ain't going to get our result that we want. The result we want is to clear Elvis's reputation and image and protect his legacy, to protect Lisa Marie, to protect Riley Keough's future, the image of her grandfather, to be proud for Benjamin. So the twins, Riley, Finley and Harper, so they can hold their head up high and go, I'm proud of Elvis. I'm proud of Elvis. You get it, guys? Finley and Harper, we do it for them. So they can watch on the news. Oh, look, someone's defending Elvis and people are starting to listen. Oh, look, Priscilla is apologizing for her wrongdoing and has admitted some wrongdoing. So the twins can hold their head up high. How do we know that the twins are not embarrassed of the things that are said about Elvis? How do we know that Riley Keough isn't embarrassed of the things that are said about Elvis? How do we know that Riley Keough doesn't think, oh, maybe some of it's true. Because if you have been told these negative things for the last, Riley Keough, she's younger, for 20, 25 years, she's been hearing that her grandfather may have been a paedophile, may have had a sweet spot for 14-year-old girls, may have been abusive, may have been a rapist, may have been a controller, a groomer. How do we know that Riley Keough doesn't think, oh, mate, I wonder if some of it's true. Oh, maybe I shouldn't publicly try and go against what people think. There's millions and millions of people out there that have fallen for the lies, the brainwashing, the spoon feeding of lies for the last 40 years. Oh, maybe my grandmother's book is right. Maybe my grandmother's book is truthful. I better be careful. I won't get too involved in case some of it's true. You get it, guys? We do it for them. We do it so that Riley Keough and the twins can be proud of Elvis and not hold their head down in shame and just be proud of his talent, his abilities as a singer, as an actor, and his personality that changed the world. We do it for that, so they can stand up and be proud of Elvis. And the only way we do it is by getting people like Priscilla to admit Elvis wasn't the person that has been portrayed to us for the last 47 plus years. Right, so I do like to comment on other people's posts. Of course we do, guys. An example of this is Priscilla claiming elder abuse. Priscilla is upset that she has had to share the money and made of Elvis, and that's all. Priscilla is no one's fault. You're right. We're dealing with a very smart woman. She's got away with murder. This book is getting away with murder. This book, the whole world has fallen for it. Many movies, documentaries, biographies have been made from this book. Thousands of interviews have all come from this book. This book is treated like history, even though it is not. And this book was created to make Priscilla look good and Elvis look bad. And the whole world fall for it. And it's still being used now. And the most recent example is the making of the film Priscilla by Sofia Coppola. Wow, what a massive success. What a massive success this book was. It's a pack of lies. It's a pack of lies. None of it can be proven. There were no witnesses. Elvis has been dead 7 years when this book was written. Yeah? So we're going to stand up against this book, guys, for entertainment purposes, from our opinion. Right. So Linda, she'll never admit she was wrong about anything. Do you know what, Linda? I love you, Linda. I love your comments. I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong. And do you know what? Even if I don't, I'm going to really try my damnedest to prove you wrong. Right. A lot of my friends are in the combat sports industry. Right. Okay. I'm so looking forward to Riley has to say. Yes, the book will say a lot. Now, let's see if Riley in the book defends Elvis. Let's see. I think she probably will. Yeah, I've got nothing against Riley. I love Riley. But let's see. We'll see. We're going to review that book, guys. Right. Elaine, Linda, Elvis said she was cold and uncaring, but you can't teach that. She probably was cold and uncaring and is, but she's still a human being. And deep down in there, deep down inside Priscilla, she will be yearning to be liked, to be loved, to be accepted and appreciated by the fans. So we are appealing to that. I don't think she'll say sorry. Right. How many women did Elvis sleep with? This is Joe Man. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Joe Man. How many women did Priscilla? How many men? How many men did Priscilla sleep with? 20? What difference does it make? Joe Man, how many women did you sleep with? Does it change who you are as a person? Of course not. I think that's a silly question. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, Elvis had many lovers. Yeah. So what? He was a beautiful man. Doesn't mean he was evil or nasty. I mean that. I'm saying that respectively. Elaine, what's the BBC documentary called? There Is Only One Elvis. Yeah, I've watched it. It's really good. Really enjoyed it, Elaine. Linda, yeah, she has a narcissistic personality. I agree, which makes our job a little bit tougher. I've never heard Elvis sing that before. Oh yeah, it is. That song is beautiful, and I think George Harrison wrote it. I'm not definite. I'm pretty sure George Harrison from the Beatles. Right, let's have a look. So Helen says, okay, I am looking forward to the earthquake for Priscilla to... Okay. So am I. Yes, I want to speak to Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, if you're watching this, I want to speak to you. No more softly pushover interviews like the one you did with Priscilla, which was she completely walked over you. I don't know what was going on between you and her, because the way that you brown-nosed her, my friend, on that interview was unbelievable. Did you even do your research, Piers Morgan? Did you even do your research about the unfaithfulness that Priscilla did? The divorce settlements. Come on, Piers Morgan, you normally do a good job of your research. Your questioning acted like she was still his wife when he died, like she was his widow. She shouldn't have even been using the Presley name, my friend. And you talk about her as if she had never had any other boyfriends, and that basically she was with Elvis, he died, and then now she's been promoting his legacy for the last 47 years because they were still together when he died. Come on, Piers Morgan, do your research. That interview was ridiculous. It was pathetic. And I say that with respect, my friend. Yeah, I have nothing against you. I actually think you're a very good interviewer. So I don't understand why you were so soft on Priscilla. It makes no sense. Okay, Elaine, thank you. Right, let's have a look. Right, so Sue, I love your enthusiasm and I would love to be proved wrong. I'm afraid I don't think she will apologize. It would be the start, but not sure if she will say sorry. Now, Sue, okay, the 15-year-old Louis, me, I don't think I'm going to get into business. I don't think I can be successful. I don't think, I can turn my life around and have a success. I'll just give up now. Get it? Sue, I mean that respectively. Do you get it? I retired when I was 46. Yeah. So Gio, Louis, you're a special kind of person. You believe where others give up. I don't call myself special. The opposite. I think I'm very normal. But yes, I like what you just said. You believe where others give up. Yes. Thank Gio. That is a brilliant comment. I really appreciate that you would say that about me. But we are that. Remember Gio's words. We believe where others would give up. Remember, I've always said we are Team Elvis. Remember why Team Elvis started. Remember why I changed the name of this channel to Defending Elvis Presley. I changed the name because you guys convinced me that there's a lot of wrongdoing being done from Priscilla mainly, and the Memphis Mafia, and Colonel Tom Parker, and Dr. Nick. Come on, guys. Yeah, you guys changed my mind. So this isn't just me. We believe we won't give up. We believe we won't give up. I've got your back. You have to have my back. You have to trust me because I'm going to keep pushing. I have achieved the impossible many times in my life. When there's been a lot of doubters, a lot. I don't want to go into it. Many things in my life, many brick walls have been put in front of me, many. But we smashed that wall down, me and my brother, my twin, Andreas. Yes, I'm a twin, guys. I get what you're saying, Louis. Positivity outweighs negativity. I like the focus on all the good things that Elvis did. No. Thank you, Kelly Dan. That's a nice compliment. I'm not I'm not just trying to focus on all the good that Elvis did, that he's a great singer and how brilliant he was, how much he did for charity, how generous he was. He was a good Christian man. He's a beautiful man, a very good-hearted man. I'm not just trying to focus on that. I'm focusing on changing his image, defending his image. That's what my focus is. We all know that Elvis is amazing. There's a million things that will show us all how great Elvis was. Millions of things. Even Priscilla does it. She'll spend 80% of an interview praising Elvis, praising him. Then you get the 20% not. No, my focus is on clearing his name. My focus, we're going to clear Elvis's name. And a massive way of doing that is getting Priscilla to admit that many of the things that she said about him are not true, but many of the things in this are not true and unprovable. And many of the things in this book may be true. Yes, the alternate reality in this book. Get it? So it's not just about, oh, yes, he was a great singer. He was beautiful and sexy and funny and charming, charismatic and kind. No. We're going to clear his name, like I just said, so that Riley Keough, Finley and Harper can stand up and be proud of Elvis. This, when we get there, we've won. But thank you for that comment, Gio. It's very kind of you. Right, let's have a look. I loved Austin Butler's performance in Bad's film and feel the feel of the beginning of Elvis, but it got many things wrong. Rosalind, I agree with that. We need a much better film. A much better film. The Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's film, was laughable. And Sofia Coppola, if you ever watch this, you should be ashamed of yourself. And as a businesswoman, why would you make a film that just copies a story that was written in 1985? Why? And most of it isn't even true. It's not even factual. It's not even a biopic. It's based on Priscilla's version of events, which are not true, in my opinion. Just dumb. It was a dumb business move to make that movie. You're going to lose millions because of that movie. I don't wish that on you because you're probably a nice person, Sophia, but you messed up big time. You got in bed with the wrong person. Priscilla wasn't going to help you make a success of that film. So Colin, it would be fantastic if she apologized, but an apology only means something if it's from the heart and they are truly sorry. I do believe, Colin, that there's a small part of Priscilla that wants to apologize. I really believe that. I think inside her, there's someone trying to reach out and to try and do the right thing. Then you've got the other side, which is the money-orientated person that wants greed, wants wealth and success and attention and spotlight. We get that. That is 90% of Priscilla is that. Want, gimme, take, greed. But then deep down, we've got this small part of Priscilla that wants to say sorry, that wants to apologize. And we appeal to that. Priscilla, if you ever watch this, we appeal to the side of you deep in your heart, in your soul, that knows that you were unfair and cruel to Elvis. And the Elvis fans deserve an apology from you. I think you've got it in you to do it. And I think once you start to apologize and change, the fans may start to change their opinion of you a bit. It's not too late. You're still alive. You still have your health. It's not too late to go out the right way. The right way. Do the right thing for Elvis. You know damn well he's not the love of your life, that you had many, many other very strong, serious relationships. You know, Priscilla, that that second divorce settlement was disgusting. You also know how unfaithful you also were. And like Priscilla, I accept Elvis from 1962 to 1966 didn't treat you very well. I accept that after you were unfaithful with Steve Peck, just after Lisa Marie was born, that Elvis went on and acted like a single man because he was so angry with you, so upset with you, couldn't sleep with you because he knew that another man had been with you. So Elvis did, after 68, was unfaithful. But remember, you had broken his heart. You had broken the marriage. But the way that you went off with Mike Stone was cruel. Could you imagine how horrible Elvis felt when you had this public, humiliating relationship with Mike Stone and it went around the world? Could you imagine? Elvis had to watch you even kissing Mike Stone in public, even walking around with his daughter, Lisa Marie, shopping at fairgrounds with Mike Stone, out and about in LA and California with Mike Stone. Elvis had to watch that. Could you imagine how cruel that was? But he still treated you with utter respect. He still tried to, even though I think he put it on, he still tried to do the right thing for you and give you and be very fair with you, with money. Elvis never publicly said anything wrong about you. If anything, when he was in Vegas, he almost apologized to you in public, didn't he? So Priscilla, he deserves you to say sorry to the fans, sorry to Riley, sorry to the twins, that you did do wrong, Priscilla. You did. Elvis wasn't the bad guy. It's not fair on Elvis. You have to portray him and you have to clean up his image. Clean it up. Let's get the truth out there so the fans don't think he's some fat, druggy paedophile, rapist, groomer, controller. Come on. Do the right thing. Do the right thing, Priscilla. I will show you respect. I will be polite and respectful. No hate from me. I don't hate you. No hate. It's not too late. Right. Those poor girls shouldn't have to put up with that. It would mess up with their heads. Yes, Kelly Dan. It does. They're probably embarrassed of Elvis. Isn't that a horrible thing to say? They're very proud of his music. Very proud of how beautiful he was, how much he's loved. Because obviously, this, no matter what I say, millions and millions of people still love Elvis and don't believe the lies. But a 16-year-old girl will be embarrassed. Even Riley Keough, she's young enough to be embarrassed. So we're going to try and make a difference, guys. We're going to try and make a difference. We got Riley Keough's back. We got Finley and Harper's back. We still love Benjamin. We absolutely adore and miss Lisa Marie Presley. Right. Right, guys, I'm finishing up now. You okay? So, guys, I think I'm going to have to just quickly leave. It is upstairs charging. Go and have a quick look. Right, I'm going to have to go, guys. Now, I just want to end this because I haven't got enough time to read all your comments. I just want to end this by saying, I do not mean to be rude or arrogant. I'm not trying to lecture you guys, even though it has felt that way for me. I really do respect how all of you feel. Please comment. Honestly, I don't mean to upset anyone. I just want to make it clear that I have big plans. I have big aspirations. I really think we can achieve a lot together with Team Elvis. I think we can do a lot, guys. Yeah, he did, Emily. Sue, I totally agree with others that interviews with people will help the channel to grow and get the truth out there. I feel you have the right temperament to be a good interviewer. Thank you, Sue. I'm going to do my best. And then we've got Priscilla. I'd like to think Elvis will take her back after all her wrongdoing. The team, Priscilla. I'd like to think Elvis would take her back after all her wrongdoing. I'm not really sure what that is. There's no way Elvis was going to take her back. I'm not really sure what that comment is. To make amends before you leave the earth is the right thing to do. Yes, Elaine. Thank you. I would love to be wrong about Priscilla, but her apologizing would be great. Yes.
Where's my phone?
We want an apology. I'm coming in there now. Say hello.
Where's my phone?
This is Jasmine. So we're going now. I'm going to come with you now and get it, okay? Bye, everyone. See how she is? She wants the phone. Doesn't matter what I say. She's going to be rude to me. Right, I'm definitely on the next live stream. I'm looking at the wrong camera. We're going to read one of these books. Do you want to make a choice? This one or this one? Which one do you want me to read? Next live stream. Which one? Thanks, Emily. You choose. You choose. Come on. You're asking me, will our love grow? Which one? Come on. Which one? You tell me, guys. Okay. I think you've chosen. So that means we are going to come back later and we are going to read chapter 9, A Faustian Bargain. A Faustian bargain. Does anyone know what Faustian means? Faustian bargain. No idea what that word means. Child Bride it is. And of course, guys, we're going to play a song. All right. I'm going to pick a song. Where is it? I know the one I want to play. Are we ready, guys? I know exactly what I'm going to play. Let's see if we can get one with it that's got a bit of a... Oh, yes, that looks good. Okay. Let's go out with a bang. Let me move this out of the way so I can get the camera nice and close. Thanks to all of you. Sending you all love. I'll see you a bit later. Take care, my... We are Elvis Defenders.